morning to you on this beautiful day. So we're halfway through our morning sessions out here in these beautiful surroundings, and I thought I'd just drop by just to give you a quick insight into what's going on in Fruci Fit. So one of the things that we do is our back to basics session. So back to basics is all about making exercise adapted so that you can do them. It doesn't matter where you are in your fitness journey, what your health conditions are, or whether you have mobility issues. It's all about adapting exercises so that you can do them too. And I'm just going to show you how we would do that in our back to basics sessions. So one of the exercises that you can do in body weight training is a squat. So a squat ordinarily is something where you would be in this position, in a standing position, and you would have your feet, you'd have your legs hip width apart, and you'd lower down into a squat, keeping your back straight, making sure your knees are over your heels, and then driving up through your heels and standing back up again. So you'd lower down into a squat and then push back up. Now the conundrum with this is if you've got issues with your knee joints or mobility issues that stem from your knees, then what you need to do is to strengthen up the muscles in your legs. But the conundrum is, how do you do that when the exercises that you need to do are actually using your knee joints as well? So one of the ways you can do that is actually to do a squat, but do it with the aid of a chair. So there's two ways that you can do that. The first way, and I'll show you this first of all, you can grab a cushion if you think that your chair is too low. So you just need an ordinary kitchen chair, perhaps put a cushion on it if you just want to raise it up. So I've already demonstrated to you what that looks like if we're doing that exercise without the chair. Doing it with the chair is not much different. So you would be here with your legs shoulder width apart, hip width apart, nicely balanced. You check behind you to make sure the chair is behind you. We don't want any accidents. We don't want anybody lowering in a squat position only to find the chair is not there. You keep your shoulders back, your chest up, your back is straight. Keep your hands in front of you, and what you would be doing is lowering down into that chair so that you're sitting in the chair and then standing back up again. You'll notice that there's no difference with the legs in terms of the legs are still, knees are over the heels. That's really important. Your butt is sticking out behind you, the same as you would if you were doing an ordinary squat. You would be here and your butt would be sticking out behind you. You'd keep your back straight, your knees would be over your heels. The difference with using a chair is that the chair is there to support some of your body weight so that not everything is going through your legs. So again, you check the chair is there, you'd lower down into that position, keeping your back straight, and then when you're ready, you would push up through your heels and stand up into that position. You want to be driving through your heels, curl your toes up in front. Why would you curl your toes up? So that ensures that you're on your heels and not on your toes. So a mistake that you can make with this is as you go down, when you come up, that you end up leaning forward. You tilt forward and you end up leaning forward onto your front of your foot. And what that's doing is pushing your knees forward, and then your joints are doing the work. By curling your toes up, it's much harder to get that position wrong. It's much harder to lean forward. So curling your toes up is a good tip to ensure that as you're going down, you're keeping that weight on the back of your heels, and then you're driving up through your heels and standing up. So another mistake that's easy to make doing this exercise is as you come down, you'll notice I keep my back straight, I'm looking in front of where I'm going in order to keep that whole backbone straight from your head down to your coccyx. A mistake you can make, which is only natural, is as you come down that you then hunch back into the chair, you lean back into the chair, you relax into the chair. You'll notice my stomach is going in, my back is becoming rounded, and then that's not a good place to be to then stand back up again, because you haven't got your back straight, so you naturally start to lean on your toes. So that's a chair squat. So just to run through that again, so everything's straight, your back's straight, the chair is stable, your back is straight, your legs are hip width apart, you're going to drive through your heels, and you're going to stand up. You can keep your hands in front of you. Some people keep them here, some people keep them in front. I have actually seen somebody put them on their shoulders. So it is personal preference as to where you keep your hands. It is a good counterbalance, keeping them in the front of you like that. One thing that you don't want to do is to have them on your legs. Some people have them on their hips, which is absolutely fine. But what you don't want to do is actually to have them on your legs. So you're leaning on your legs, you're leaning down, because actually you're pushing your legs out of line, and you're also putting more pressure on your joints. So leaning on your legs to do this is not a good position. You don't want to be doing it in that position. You'll also notice I'm leaning forward, my knees have come over my toes, everything's out of line. So that's something that needs to be avoided too. So that gives you a quick insight into a chair squat. So that's a good way to strengthen up those muscles here, around the legs. The stronger that muscles are, the better supported our joints are. And after all, our joints do a lot of work. So it's really important to give them every effort. We don't want the joints doing all the work. We want the muscles in our body doing the work. That's it from me. I'm off to run another session. If you want to know anything about Fruci Fit, we've got our 28-day kickstart starting shortly. There's a link on our website and on our Fruci Fit Facebook page. By all means, come along, see what we do. It's always you versus you. We want to make it work for you and want you to achieve the goals that you want to achieve. I'm going to leave you to have a beautiful day. Hope you enjoy yourself. Make it a good one, and I will see you soon. Cheers. Bye.